Hello everybody, you got Parsh here, live. Today I'm going to be showing you an interview I did with Dr. Robert Shipe. I'd like to welcome everybody that may be coming on board and watching this. With my equipment, I got to apologize that I'm not live right now with Dr. Robert Shipe. I had to pre-record this because you gotta understand, I was living in my car for the last 6 months, and it was only about a month ago that I actually got out of my car and into a studio apartment with my ex and a couple other people. So I'm sharing a lot of space here. You might notice I'm actually in the closet. So that's my studio. But anyway, I was hoping I could run the interview on this live using OBS, but my computer's just, I managed to get out of storage prior to this, and I've been working diligently to try to get this all figured out. I'm not a real tech wizard, so I'm just saying you'll have to just bear with me. The interview, it's a good interview. It's a bit shorter because the Wi-Fi wound up going out, but I think you'll appreciate what Dr. Shipe has to say. This whole thing came about by one of the viewers that happened to see my videos, and that's a famous person, comedian Ron Anderson, who goes by the stage name Clown, who is a very good friend of Dr. Shipe's, works closely with him, recording what he calls UAP dragons. Dr. Shipe was a pharmacist, and he was the first one in the U.S. to invent mail order pharmacy. He now lives in L.A., Marina Del Rey, where he captures many of these he calls UAP dragons. Ron Anderson had contacted me and wanted me to interview Dr. Shipe because this is some really important stuff, and the information that they have, with the help of Brandy Perez, of course. She works closely with them. They have captured and have more information and knowledge on these fast-moving UFOs. UAP is an unidentified aerial phenomenon. And he has over 6,000 videos now. It was 4,000 last time I started this, and that's how fast they're coming in from folks. And he will, in the interview, describe how you can do this yourselves and capture these things yourself. But the thing with these fast-moving UAPs, they're like 10-inch drones. They move about 2,000 miles per hour, and this is something that Dr. Shipe was able to do himself he set up his own camera system. Super intelligent doctor. His own camera system with a actual radar detector, an automobile radar detector, and he's clocked these things at like 2,000 miles an hour, which is like a bullet speed. So you can't just look out there and see them, but by recording a certain way on your cell phone, anybody can actually do this stuff. And I just wanted to talk about, why they may be here. They seem to be very interested in humanity and making sure we don't, blow ourselves up. So I just want to welcome everybody that's joined too. I'm sorry I'm a little bit Twitter-pated because this whole thing's been quite a process for me with my poor equipment. It was a miracle that I even got this pulled off at all. But I would just want to, thank everybody, Dr. Shipe especially, for bearing with me, Ron Anderson, and all the phone calls and all the information he gave me about this. And these people, Ron Anderson is another fine example here. If more people were like Ron and Dr. Shipe on the planet, it'd be a much better place. He has a nonprofit called Clown Literacy Project, where he influences children by taking them on field trips, watching, view, medical procedures and things like this to get children involved in science, in medicine at an early age. Try to get them going in that direction. Dr. Shipe has worked extensively with autistic children, animal rescue shelters. He does he's donated lots of time and money to Children's Hospital. So I mean, these things that they do, if everybody on the planet were like these people, it'd be a much better place. Now, Ron Anderson also is the only living godchild of Glenn Jacob Falkenstein, the late Glenn Jacob Falkenstein. He passed away, I think, 9 years ago, maybe. He was the world's greatest psychic time traveler magician that's ever been. He used to have a radio show and whatnot when he was alive, but like I said, he is Ron Anderson's godfather and a great friend of was a great friend of Dr. Shipe's. That Dr. Shipe had met him through the pharmacy. And one of the stories they talked about, and you can see this on YouTube, Dr. Shipe's channel, Custodian Files. You guys can go check that stuff out. He talks extensively about Glenn Jacob Falkenstein and the things he's done. But in 1952, there were mass reports of UFOs flying over the White House for like a week-long period. And if anybody tells you why they were here, they're probably wrong, because Ron and Dr. Shipe were the only ones that really have the information on why they were here. Glenn Jacob Falkenstein was in the military, Navy, Air Force. He was a code cracker back then. And these UFOs, when he retired from the military in 1952, they showed up to congratulate him. I mean, and if you doubt that, go check out their information. They have more information than anybody walking around on the planet on UFO, UAP, fast-moving dragons, and the time traveler, Glenn Jacob Falkenstein. It's amazing the things this guy could do. Absolutely amazing. I will be showing you this interview. Unfortunately, my wife went out about with several minutes left in the interview with Dr. Scheib, and I was unable to capture the part where he talked about Glenn and the things that this guy could do. It was absolutely fascinating. I mean, and he was tested by many people that doubted him, said, this is all nonsense. And he could look at a person, he'd close his eyes, and he could it would come to him in a vision, like reading a letter, and he could tell you, he could give you the serial numbers on the dollar bills and stuff that you had in your wallet, in your pocket. And that's how this guy just instantly could tell you this sort of stuff. So I'm really pissed off at myself that I didn't have better equipment to do this interview, and hopefully, it was my first interview. I don't go live much. You guys on my platform know this. But the whole reason I was contacted also was to try to get this information out to everybody. What Dr. Scheib and Ron Anderson have been doing. And it's really important. The more people we can get on board and understand the importance of why these things are here, those dragons, and probably have a lot to do with Glenn Jacob Falkenstein. You got to go check out their information, and if we can start spreading this and have you people repost stuff. So what I'm going to have to do is I'll have to quit this live, and I'll post the interview. So after I'm done talking about this here, if you guys just go to my platform and look at the most recent video that I'm going to post, it will be the interview with Dr. Scheib. Unfortunately, I couldn't get my OBS program to run very well on my computer. It was so slow. I was trying today to get it integrated so that I could bring all this and show the interview while I was live interacting with you. But my stuff it's just not going to work, unfortunately, and I apologize for that. So I'm hoping, looks like I got some people that would like to be joining this. I really would like to say hi to Lansing. Who'd like to join? This gifted badge. Congratulations. Luis Gonzalez joined. Thanks for joining, people. Like I said, we're gonna try to I'll try to get this interview up so you guys can watch that, and he explains much better, why they're here, how you can capture these fast-moving drones yourself. They're very small, they're only like 10 inches, and they go up and they recon is probably what they're doing, something, but they will go up and investigate everything that's flying around in the sky. So you guys got to check out Custodian Files on YouTube. Check out Ron Anderson. His stage name is Clown, CLOWNN. And he has it spelled that way for his godfather, who is, of course, Glenn Jacob Falkenstein, and Glenn he has spelled with GLENN. So you got to check that stuff out and see how much information they have and how important this is. These things are here to advance humanity. These guys, Dr. Robert Scheib, he should have, and this is coming from Ron Anderson, he should have been awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for the stuff he's done with Glenn Jacob Stein. I mean, this psychic, this guy, they stopped wars from happening. That's how powerful Glenn was, and you guys got to go check that stuff out. This interview I did is nothing. I wished it would come out much better. Would have been great, but I was living in my freaking car. I lost everything. You guys know my story probably a little bit. The battles I went through, battling Satan and everything else. I wound up losing everything. I was living in my car, which I sold for $300 to a scrapper to move in here. And to even be able to pull off anything, get anything on on my platform, you guys are great, and I love all of you. I mean, you've really helped me out a lot. My life's improved 100%. And this, getting the chance to interview, someone like Dr. Robert Shipe with comedian Ron Anderson is just absolutely, phenomenal for me. So, I mean, without further ado here, I'm probably going to be signing off here quickly so I can put that interview up. You guys are, I'm sure, are waiting to see that, and instead of listening to me blabber on about nonsense. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can't get all that lined out. And I apologize that I couldn't get my OBS to work. I tried for all day today trying to get that up and running, and it was so much effort just to get the goddamn video edited into something that was somewhat presentable. But there's some really good information there. Bear with the video as well as with the quality and stuff, but you'll see that. I want to say thank you guys all for coming by and checking this out. Like I said, the interview, I'll have it posted here in 2 minutes. Check it out. Listen to what he has to say, and then go check out Custodian Files on YouTube and check out all the stuff they got, because it'll blow your mind, absolutely. So thank you all for coming and watching this, and here we go, interview coming up. Thank you.